Hey, what's up, traders? Gates Adams, the Forge Trader here, back with week 7. Last week, as you probably know if you've been watching, ended really rough. It was actually a record-breaking week. Monday up, Tuesday up, Wednesday up, Thursday up, record levels. And then on Friday, I went on tilt and blew 19 accounts. It's been a tough pill to swallow, for sure. But I've spent the weekend really sitting on this, realizing that I think I only have the capacity to work on and develop one specific area of anything at a time. I think that this is the best way to do things. When you take multiple actions within the same arena at the same time, you don't know what's working, right? So this is how I have approached trading and how I've gone from losing $1 million, decades of brief failed attempts at trading, to a solid year, almost a solid year of really trying to get this down and then quitting. And then from there, taking this approach of how to develop myself as a trader, whether that be my skills, my emotions, understanding of just market dynamics, the whole 9 yards, right? And this is where the whole Forge Trader podcast started. I'm going to document my journey, how it goes, how I get to my next destination. To now, prior to losing my 19 accounts on Friday, I was able to request a $2,000 payout on the one surviving account, which as of this morning was approved. That puts me at almost $46,000 in payouts since March. So there's absolutely no doubt that my trajectory is up, right? But that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be setbacks and issues that still need attention. Now, my emotional reaction to down days is not new. This has been a part of the picture really since day one, and I think it's pretty safe to say that it is a function of the early days of trading where I lost it from top to bottom almost $1 million of mom's money. And that was one of the reasons that I chose to document and make public my journey. So look, I know we all struggle with the same things. We struggle in different ways. We struggle for different reasons, but there's just a high level of consistency in the issues that we have as traders as we're developing. So for me, now my focus is on my emotional ability to take a losing day, to have a set of ground rules that I follow. And when I'm down and the structure is whatever I've defined it to be. And again, I'm going to go back and maybe rework some of that. But I stop trading and I come back, live to fight another day. As I've mentioned many times, it's not that I haven't managed a losing day and stopped when I should. But what really struck me was a record-breaking week. And I'll be honest, during that record-breaking week, I had a few instances where I didn't react or respond the way that I should have in a losing day. And it worked out in my favor. I ended up with an up day, and I didn't talk that much about that because it's still, there's a shame factor in the back of my head associated with this action. So I took the win, I announced the win, and moved forward. Well, the thing is that even if when I do this 3 times out of 4, I win, I end up on the upside, it really only takes that one last time to blow not just those profits, but also all of the well-earned profits along the way. The good days, Thursday, which was my record-breaking day, that was almost perfect execution. There was nothing wrong with how I managed that day, and I ended up making, on paper, 15 grand. So this is definitely the one thing that needs my attention at this moment. This is what I'm going to be working on. And as I continue to share my journey, my struggles, my challenges, my wins, everything along the way, I'm going to continue to share what I'm doing to work through this very specific issue. So I hope that this is beneficial. I hope that you guys find value in this and maybe a nugget here and there that you can implement into your own trading. The other thing that I'm going to do is as I build up my accounts, I've got my one PA that survived. I attempted 5 evals today. Didn't go as I had hoped, but I will continue to push on that one and see if I can get 5 more evals passed. I'm moving back to the $150,000 evals. I just think that extra drawdown is of benefit to me, even if it slows down the process of getting to that payout threshold. Once I get that first round of 5, I'm not going to be activating any other PAs until I get a payout on that first 5. So I have to earn the right to add to my arsenal. I think that really builds that right mindset of let's focus on these. Instead of having this excitement over a $15,000 day, let's really focus on making those good, solid decisions and building that up, right? So I will do that. That will be my method for moving back up to 20 accounts, hopefully at some point in the reasonably near future. But that's going to be the process for me. I'm going to let the payouts from one group of new PAs pay for the next round. So let trading pay for trading, which I'm already past that point, but I'm doing it in an isolated scenario just to encourage that proper behavior. The other thing I'm going to do is when I do my daily recaps, I am not going, just like I've not quoted profits in evaluations until they move to PA status, I'm also not going to quote profits in PAs until they reach that payout threshold. So you may see 5 or 6 PAs once I get the next 5 passed, right? And I will only quote the profitability in that first account because that's already over payout threshold. So the plus or minus will only be relative to that. Once that next 5 gets over payout threshold, once it gets over that $5,100 in profit per account, then I will start counting that towards the daily profitability target or profitability declaration for the day. To me, that just makes sense. That's at that point, that's potentially in my pocket money, right? Until an account gets over payout threshold, all it is the profitability to get to that level. Basically until such time as they put me in live trading and I get to wipe all of that out and move forward. So that's going to be a couple quick adjustments. Today ended up being a decent day on my one surviving account. I was up a little over $500, which I'm very pleased with. It was a good solid day. To me, remembering that when I had 20 accounts, I would quote that as a $10,000 day. I'm just every bit as pleased with a $500 day because that's the same level of performance. And if I can get that excited about that level with less accounts, then I think I get in more of a realistic mindset when it comes to dealing with each day and with my profits and losses and everything as we go. So anyway, I hope that helps just kind of get some insight into where I'm moving. As I continue to develop process to work through my emotional issue, going on tilt, that kind of thing, I will share with you the processes that I'm trying out and putting together as I get a little bit more specific and honed down, and we'll see where it goes from here. Anyway, thank you guys for sticking with me through, the support that the outreach that I got from you guys over the course of this weekend after Friday's really rough day. I can't even begin to tell you how much it means to me. I appreciate you guys. I love you all so much. Thanks for sharing this journey with me. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow. God bless. Have a great day. See you soon.